Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Zebu Nation's first look at Battletech, the brand new game from Harebrained Studios. It was just released this morning, Tuesday. What is today? Today is April 24th. Just released. Now, this is going to be a first look at the campaign. I haven't clicked on campaign. As you can see here, we got a brand new button here. A few months ago, I did a look at the skirmish mode, because this is a Kickstarter game. I was one of the backers, so I was in on the early beta of the skirmish mode. Showed you a little bit of gameplay of that. But the campaign mode is now completed. The full game is now ready and out there to be purchased if you wish. And we're going to jump in and see what Battletech is all about. Now, this is based on the board game from the 80s and 90s, and I'm sure you've played some of the video games as well, the Mech Warrior video games and so on. I remember playing the board game way back when in the mid to late 80s as a child, as a youngster. It was really good. It was a great turn-based tactical battle game with giant robots and such, so hopefully you know what it's all about. And we're going to jump right in, get to a campaign, see what this is all about, see what sort of nuances they brought to it. Features a lot of great details to the game, so we'll see if Battletech can live up to Endless Space 2. There's a rich, deep history and mythology with Battletech, stretching back 30 years. That let's get right into it. Nice music.
I am Kamea of House Arano, High Lady of the Oregon Reach, Protector of Coromadir, and the Sword of Restoration. But I am not a hero, no matter what the stories say. A hero would have sacrificed more, compromised less. A hero would have done better. You know this, of course. You were there. My father used to tell me stories about the ancient times, about the Star League, a golden age of prosperity, upheld by the great mech warriors of old, guardians of the innocent, protectors of the peace. I always dreamed of following in their footsteps. I was too young to see the truth of things. After all, it wasn't heroism or a noble cause that won me the throne. It was hiring a mercenary, skilled enough, perhaps ruthless enough, to carry the day. Hiring you. I still don't know if you fought for honor or for the thrill of it, for belief in my cause, or just in my money. But whether it was your noble heart or mercenary mind, your actions gave us hope. That makes you a hero in the eyes of history. Whether you believe it, that's up to you.
Bum, bum, bum. Is it over? It seems over. Okay, so like I said, rich, deep history, and there you go. You get a sort of a Game of Thrones feeling, and that's definitely what you get with the Battletech universe. You have several houses, I don't really know how many, but there's a lot of them, who formed in the wake of the destruction of the Star League. You saw that mentioned there in the clip. So the Star League was basically the human empire that had gone out through the galaxy, colonized everywhere, and were living as one united front, and then they were fractured through war and through politics and through all kinds of things. The Star League collapsed, and you just had a series of all these different familial noble houses who tried to rule the galaxy and at least rule their part of the galaxy. So now it looks like we are here in the Aurigan Reach, and we're trying to help someone maybe reignite the Star League. Who knows? We'll see. That's a typical thing to try and do in the Battletech universe, but let's take a look. Aurigan Reach is a small kingdom on the rimward periphery, a region of space that lies in the outskirts of the more densely colonized inner sphere. That's an important term, the inner sphere. That's where all the big houses are. It is home to the Aurigan Coalition, a federation organized around a paramilitary monarchy and ruled by the Arano family. For 3 generations under the rule of House Arano, the Aurigan Coalition has remained relatively peaceful corner of the periphery. This is where your story begins. All right. So we were a mercenary hired by the family. So here's one of the families here, the Kurita family. It's one of the big houses. These are all the big houses. Decades ago, your family came to the Reach from, so we get to choose our little backstory. Kurita, the Merrick, House Davion. I kind of like House Davion. I'm gonna admit, as a tabletop player, I mostly picked them based on what type of ships and mechs they had and how cool I thought their logo was. So I liked the House Davion for their logo. Steiner always had cool ships and stuff, so I liked House Steiner. Liao, they had good fighter planes, I think is what they had. Canopus, I'm not familiar with that one. Concordat, I'm also not familiar with these one. The Rimward Periphery. So this would make us more of a local boy. There's no easy way to characterize the mech warriors hailing from the Rimward Periphery. They can be anything from petty thugs to ruthless tacticians to skilled and honorable warriors. The nations and minor noble houses of the Rimward Periphery have long played a role in shaping humanity. The Star League's downfall began in the Periphery, eventually leading to the current shattered state of these disparate star systems on the edge of known space. Periphery is still the galaxy's frontier. The great houses of the inner sphere play deadly politics, petty bandit kingdoms thrive, and pirate bands prey on the minor noble houses trying to survive in the hostile environment. I think that's cool. That would go along with the story a little better. So let's pick the Rimward Periphery. The Deep Periphery is out there too. They come from way out there where we don't really know. There's some fiction where there are like clans that are deep space clans that are out there, so we got to worry about that. But for now, we'll just stick to the Periphery and choose that. You are of noble birth. Okay, I didn't choose that, but I guess, can we choose that? Is there something we can choose? No. Though immigrants to the Aurigan Reach, your family soon established a comfortable presence in a small backwater system on the edge of Aurigan space. By the time you were born, your family had become the de facto ruling nobility of the system's only inhabitable planet. You were the oldest child, heir to the family's titles and ancestral battle mech, an old Blackjack BJ-1. This is where you met Raju Mastiff Montgomery, a veteran of the Succession Wars. That's another one where all the big houses tried to battle to see who would claim the throne of the Star League, and I guess none of them really did. Anyway, your parents hired for a season to train you as a mech warrior. Raju was a strict but capable teacher, and you quickly became a skilled pilot under his tutelage. It was an uneventful life. Okay. So you were exiled, you struck out on your own, your family went bankrupt, your family died in an accident, your family was betrayed. Let's see, your family was betrayed and its seat of power destroyed. You defeated the betrayers, but you were the sole surviving member of your house. Nothing but your family's ancestral blackjack left to call your own. You set off to make a new life. Gunnery, +1 gunnery and guts. Struck out on your own, +1 piloting and tactics. Exiled, gunnery and tactics. Tactics and guts. Family died in an accident piloting in guts. I think we'll go struck out on your own, maybe? No, that's no good. Family went bankrupt. As you grew older, you watched your family's fortune, income, and influence dwindle slowly until there was nothing left. Your parents, driven to despair, took their own lives. With nothing but your family's ancestral blackjack left to call your own, you set off to make a new life for yourself. Ouch, that's tragic. All right, we'll go with that one. +1 tactics and +1 guts. Out on your own, you fell into the life of a frontier freelancer. That's +1 tactics. Tactics. We could use some gunnery. Oregon Coalition soldier. That would explain how the family knew us, I guess. Unsure of your prospects, you traveled to Cormadir, the capital of the Oregon Coalition, and enlisted in the Coalition military. You quickly rose through the ranks, distinguishing yourself as a reliable mech warrior. Life as a soldier wasn't glamorous, but it suited you just fine. Let's go with that. Until years later, you crossed paths with Mastiff once again. On an ill-fated mission, you were caught behind enemy lines and separated from your lance. Raju happened to be on patrol nearby, and he launched a daring rescue. Upon finding out it was you he had rescued, he brought you into the House Arano Royal Guard. So it is there that you find yourself reunited with your old mentor, preparing your ancestral blackjack for guard duty on the coronation day of Lady Kamea Arano. Okay, what are we gonna look like here? Yikes. Nice hair. Good job. Interesting battle scars. Again, they're not real good for haircuts in the future. Sort of too fresh-faced there. I don't know. I kind of like the Scar man with the weird haircut. Just like he got the side of his face blasted away and just permanent scar. Alright, we'll go with that. Do we have to customize it? I guess so. Clothing. Scar 13 hairstyle. Oh no. Oh no, what have we done? Oh gosh. Boy, they got really bad hair in the future. That's all I gotta say. I mean, we could go for the most basic sort of military cut. Oh, man. That one's not terrible. I kind of like this grotesque looking, like somebody just took a buzz cut to the side of your head and was like, there you go. It's done. It's good. Alright, let's go. We don't need to mess with all this. Oh. Call sign. We'll go with, you know, the basics. Zebu Nation. Why not? We'll stick to tradition. There we go. Call sign Zebu. First name Zebu, last name Nation. Pronoun he. Yes. Okay. Let's go. So there's our backstory. From the periphery. We come from a noble family. We fell into life as a soldier. Let's go. Achievement unlocked. The Mech Warrior's Path. Alright. New cutscene. High Lord Tamati Arano II is dead. The Oregon Reach is left at an uncertain crossroad. Once prosperous, it is now a kingdom in decline, surrounded by powerful neighbors. Lord Santiago Espinosa, brother-in-law to the late High Lord, is convinced that the slow-moving council of founding houses must be dissolved. His proposed directive would conscript their house guard and centralize the power under the single throne. However, the High Lord's heir, the noble lady Camilla Arano, is determined to rebuild the Reach without transforming it into an authoritarian state. She refuses to enact her uncle's directive and has rebuked his vehement pleas to reconsider. On the morning of the lady's ascension to the throne, her loyal captain of the guard, Mastiff, makes preparations to escort her safely to the coronation procession that awaits in Cordia City. Okay, so this is our first mission. Escort the lady to the coronation. Typical. Coronation Day. Arano Summer Palace. Ooh, Summer Palace. Are we going to get attacked? Use your morale-based inspiration abilities to pivot the battle in your favor. Okay. Loading. Prepping for combat. Keep your mechs moving to increase. Skirmish video. Now those have to come into play, where we have to use cover, we have to manage our heat, all that stuff. Ooh, that's a nice palace. Nice valley. Little 360 action, so we get a lay of the land. Okay. What's going on here? I don't... Use the right mouse button. Okay, continue. Alright. So we got some issues going on here. I got the Steam controller hooked up.
I'll come right out and say it, kid. I wasn't completely honest with you the other day. There's gonna be more to this job than escort duty.
Okay. We're getting a good view of their 3D engine here. Looking pretty solid, but we got problems. Okay, I guess we fixed things. We'll try this again. Move to the spot we're supposed to move to. Alright, Raju, Mastiff, Montgomery. I brought you here because there's something wrong in the capital. It's been too quiet since the High Lord Tamati's funeral, and I'm worried about Lady Kamea's safety during the coronation. Alright. Anyway, looks like your actuators check out. Let's conduct a weapons test. Target one of those burnt-out old urban mechs and open fire.
Like I was saying, I can't prove anything. But my gut tells me something's off. And
Right.
a warrior trusts their instincts.
So what do we got here? We got 2 medium lasers, 3 medium lasers, an autocannon 2, 2 autocannon 2s, 4 medium lasers, and 2 autocannon 2s. So we're going to fire the whole kit and caboodle, apparently.
All weapons committed.
Get out of here.
Enemy mech destroyed.
That was fun. Good shot. Your guns are in working order, at least. This is a pretty good mech. I've been training Lady Arano since she was 14 years old. She can be naive at times and proud, but I have no doubt that she'll be just an effective ruler. It's on us to see her safety to Cordia City. I'll rest easier once she's in the capital with her cousin Victoria by her side. Lady Victoria, well, she's only beginning her training for a single season, but she's already shaped herself into one of the strongest mech warriors I've ever seen. Reminds me a lot of you, truth be told. Anyway, we should run a check on your targeting computer to see if that drone over there, the one moving through the tree line. Put some hurt on it for me, and then when it turns, take it out with a rear angle shot. After it's down, we'll keep moving.
Kamea's like a daughter to me. And her late father, High Lord Tamati, was a good friend.
Okay. Put some fire on it, I guess.
All weapons committed.
Took it down a few pegs.
Victoria pulls no punches, but she's been a loyal companion to Kamea since they were kids. Aside from you, there's no one I'd rather have by my side in a fight.
All weapons committed.
There we go. Easy enough. Shot it in the rear armor, which is what you try to do.
Enemy unit destroyed.
Blew up some trees in the process. Good job. Nice shot, but I don't know how familiar you are with Oregon politics, but the Reach was badly shaken by High Lord Tamati's death. It needs a smooth transfer of power, and Kamea belongs to the Cormorant throne. Okay. Go ahead and fire up your jump jet, kids. We want to see you descend this cliff face. Aim for that patch of ground near where the edge of the lake is. Okay. Let's see, where are the camera controls here? I cannot swing the camera around, which is kind of funny since that was our big problem. There's out and in. That's good. We can zoom in, zoom out. Can't exactly move the camera around the way I'd like, but anyway. We need to jump. Almost got it. Almost got it. There we go.
Engaging jump jets. Enemy detected.
Yeah, I was afraid of that. Jump jets build a lot of heat, and that was more than your engine could handle. Head on into that water. We need to get you cooled off.
Okay. There we go. Get into the water and cool our jets. Warning, plasma leak detected. Jump jet malfunction. Jump jet systems damaged. System inoperable until repaired. Oh, for the love of the gods. This is what I get for insisting on a rush job. Not that I had much choice. The Espinosa refit yards were backlogged like you wouldn't believe it. Looked like they were trying to process every single Royal Guard mech in time for the coronation. There isn't any time to get your jets replaced, so we're going to have to make do without them. So go ahead and take the mech down with a melee attack. I want to be sure nothing else is going to break on your blackjack. Okay. So we're going to go ramming speed. Old Crusader. Get out of here. Good hit. That's a solid one anyway. Alright, one last test. I want you to take your blackjack up to a sprint and evade my attack.
Push that engine, kid. If something goes wrong today, I want to know that your mech can maneuver.
Okay, sprint.
Full throttle.
Full throttle. Let's go. So when you sprint, it makes you a little bit... It gives you this evasive bonus. It makes you a little bit more difficult to get shot at. So that's good. Same thing with the little truck that was hiding in the trees. It had the cover bonus, so it made it a little bit more difficult. That's why I couldn't destroy it with one full barrage. Anyway, congratulations, Zebu. Your blackjack's as combat ready as it can be, given the circumstances. For what it's worth, I hope that my suspicion turns out to be unfounded, and we end the day having good laugh about what a paranoid old man I've become. But if not, then at least I know you'll be ready. So let's go, basically. All right, it's time to move out. The Lady Arano is waiting for us in the mech bay.
Of course, this mech warrior was a student of yours. I'd expect them to know their way around a cockpit.
Alrighty. Alrighty then. So we can't quite move. So let's see if we can sprint. Yeah, we can sprint to the drop zone.
Full throttle.
Allow me to introduce Kamea Arano, the soon-to-be High Lady of the Oregon Coalition. Is Lady Victoria on this channel? For the time being, my father has summoned me to the Picton docks. I have a fleet inspection and a tour of my family refit yards to preside over before the coronation. Behold the responsibilities of a noble daughter. A fount of tedium that never runs dry. Alright, Kamea says, I know the feeling, cousin. By this time tomorrow, I'll be responsible for the entire reach. Give my best to your father. Don't be too late to the tournament. The gambling dens are already making bets on how long it'll take me to cripple that customized monstrosity you pilot. Ha ha ha. Bold words, cousin. But only victory they'll be celebrating is mine. Bia bia bia. We'll see, cousin. We'll see. At any rate, let's go. We'll get you there in one piece. Zebu falling behind me. And remember what I told you. Okay.
Mission successful.
Sure enough. Alright, first mission done. Training mission out of the way. Let's go. We'll see how long we'll make this opening episode. It's already been probably a half an hour, so we should probably end it soon.